It's not because you were born into the wrong family. It's not because the system is rigged. Although, yeah, it kind of is. It's because somewhere along the line, your habits, your mindset, and your strategy broke down. If you're broke, it's not entirely your fault, but it is your responsibility to get out of it. We live in the most abundant time in human history. You can literally earn millions from a laptop in your living room, and yet, most people are drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and repeating the same financial mistakes for decades. So buckle up, take notes, and get ready, because the first step to building real wealth is facing the hard truths no one else is willing to tell you. Welcome to Fast Lane, your fast track to financial freedom and lasting success. Let's go. 1. You think like a consumer, not an owner. This is the #1 mindset that keeps people broke their entire lives. Assets are the foundation of wealth. And no, your iPhone, your leased BMW, and that collection of rare sneakers don't count. If it doesn't put money in your pocket every month, it's not an asset. You make money to spend it, not to own anything. Let me break it down. You buy the car, the shoes, the latest iPhone, but you never ask, does this make me money back? Wealthy people use their money to buy ownership. They don't just buy products, they buy stocks in the company that makes the product. They don't just rent an apartment, they own the building. Poor people consume. Rich people own what poor people consume. If you want out of the rat race, you need to shift from what can I afford to what can I own that generates cash flow or appreciates in value. This is the fastest path to long-term wealth. 2. You were never taught the language of money. Let's be honest. Schools failed us. They taught us that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but not how to read a bank statement. They never taught us about taxes, debt, investing, or wealth building. And most likely, neither did our parents, because they didn't know either. Money is a tool, it's a seed. If you plant it in the right places, stocks, real estate, businesses, it grows. If you leave it sitting in a savings account, inflation kills it slowly. If you spend it all, it's gone forever. But here's the good news. You can re-educate yourself. Start with the basics. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Follow real financial educators on YouTube. Not hype men, watch Fast Lane. Obviously, the moment you understand money, it stops controlling you. The rich see the world in assets and liabilities. The poor see the world in wants and expenses. Learn the language, or you'll always be broke in someone else's system. 3. You hang out with the wrong people. Let me guess, your friends are broke too, huh? That's not by accident. Your circle influences your habits, your mindset, your goals, everything. If everyone around you is always broke, always complaining about how the system is unfair, never investing living paycheck to paycheck, then that's exactly where you'll stay too. Wealthy people curate their environments. They seek mentors, masterminds, and high-performing circles, people who push them to level up. Your income will almost always match the average of your 5 closest friends. So ask yourself, who am I surrounded by? And if the answer sucks, it's time to upgrade your network. 4. You spend like you're rich, but you think like you're poor. This is the Instagram trap. You want to look successful without doing the work. You finance designer clothes, luxury vacations, and high-end gadgets before you build a financial foundation. Would you rather look rich or be rich? Real wealth isn't loud, it's quiet. It's that guy in the Oriar 120 t-shirt who owns 10 rental units and drives a paid-off Corolla. Stop buying things to impress people who don't even know your real name. People who won't even lend you 500 Rand in an emergency. Start living below your means so you can invest above your income. Here's a mindset shift. Every buck you spend today is money you're robbing from your future self. If you consistently invest 3,000 Rand per month in a solid local ETF like the Satrix Top 40 or Signia Itrix MSCI World from age 25 to 45, and let it grow, you could retire with 5 to 7 million Rand depending on market performance. That's not lottery money. That's real long-term financial security. 5. You don't invest, you save, and that's killing you. Saving money is not the goal. Saving alone will never make you rich. Inflation is eating your savings alive while your bank gives you 0.01% interest. You're literally losing money by leaving it in the bank. So why do people do it? Because it feels safe. But in 2025, safety is an illusion. You want real safety? Learn how to invest. Open a Roth IRA or TFSA. Buy into the S&P 500 every month, no matter what. Use apps like Vanguard, Fidelity, or eToro. Automate your investments. Don't touch them for 10 years. It's boring, it's predictable, and it's how real wealth is built. 6. You were taught that working hard, getting rich. Let's destroy this myth right now. Hard work does not equal wealth. If it did, construction workers and single moms would be billionaires. It's not about how hard you work. It's about how smart you work and where you apply that work. Wealth is a game of leverage. You need to learn how to multiply your time, your skills, and your money. That means building systems, investing, automating, and owning assets. Watch our video on Burke Hedges' book, The Parable of the Pipeline, How to Build Passive Income. You can't trade time for money forever because you'll run out of time. If you're still operating under the idea that a 9-to-5 job will make you rich, that's why you're broke. Jobs are important. They pay the bills, fund your investments, and teach you discipline. But the second that paycheck stops, so does your livelihood. Most people never escape the broke cycle because they think it's normal. They accept mediocrity as fate instead of challenging it with action. But you're not most people. You're here, learning, growing, evolving. And that's step 1. If this video lit a fire under you, comment down below. Let us know if you're ready to break out of the broke cycle for good. We'll see you in the next one.